Hello everyone, this is a tutorial on how to enable the Turnitin function on your assignments that your students submit. So here we are on the home screen of Advanced 360 for us here at the college. If you go under your courses, I'm going to select the Book of Acts, one of my courses, to help you see the process here. Once you're in the course, if you go over on the left-hand side to where it says Dropbox, select Dropbox. Now you'll see that my Dropbox is populated by assignments that I've already created in the Dropbox. You have to do this first before you can enable the Turnitin function on the assignments. Once you've created these items in the Dropbox, if you select Manage Dropboxes at the top, you'll notice over on the right hand side here, now my assignments are listed. There's an icon here that says Assignment Settings. This has to do with Turnitin. What you want to do is go under each assignment, under Assignment Settings, and Turnitin pops up with this assignment. There's a point value. Make sure that the point value here listed is the same as what you have listed in your gradebook, because this item will show up on the student's paper when you grade it. This is the start date, due date, and post date for the assignment. You want to go under Optional Settings and review each of these items. So under Optional Settings, you want to scroll down and ensure that under the Originality Report that it says Generate Originality Reports for Submissions. If that is selected yes, then you know that the Turnitin function will be applied to each of the assignments that the students submit. So again, go through each of these. If you have any questions about what they mean, put the mouse over the question mark. It'll give you some clarity as to what setting you are adjusting in Turnitin. At some point in the future we'll be using the rubric manager, but for right now we are not. But what you do want to do is enable the grammar function here and go under and select Advanced. Obviously use the US English Dictionary and select Spelling. When you do that, down at the bottom there's a question. Would you like to save these options as your defaults for future assignments? You do want to select that box, and that way for future Turnitin assignments it will use all of the same above criteria for future assignments as well. Then click Submit, and you've adjusted the settings for that particular paper in Turnitin, and if you selected that box it'll apply it to all the other assignments as well. So now I select the Dropbox items waiting to be graded, and I just select one of them. This opens up the Dropbox, and what you want to make sure every time you do when you open up the Dropbox is here at the top it says check originality for all submitted items. You need to select this each time you open up your Dropbox to make sure that all the students' assignments that have been submitted since the last time you did this are run through Turnitin. So I select that, it'll process it, and after a short time you'll be able to go through each of those assignments and review them using the Turnitin software. I'm going to go through this first assignment that I've already graded so that you get an idea of what it looks like. If you scroll down to the bottom of this student's assignment, you'll see this link for the Turnitin assignment program. It says 16% match. This indicates that 16% of the document matches something else within the Turnitin database. When this screen comes up, you can review this the first time you go through just so you get an overview of what's involved. But once you've read it once and you don't need to see it again, just select this on the bottom left, close it out, and that way it won't show up again. Now this is the student's assignment on the left, and this is an overview of what's matching. If you scroll through the assignment, you'll notice there's two different colors. One is indicating an internet source and the other is a student paper. In this case, these are harmless matches. This is from a template. The template was developed from this internet source, so there's no plagiarism involved here. And this is simply a reference to a book. So this student's assignment Has no plagiarism in it, but this just gives you complete clarity with regards to the source of everything in the document. Now that you have seen the document, you've reviewed whether or not it's completely original, up on the top left-hand side you'll see originality and grade mark and peer mark. To begin grading the assignment, you want to select grade mark. And what this will do is it will pull up some options of how you can grade the paper and put comments within the paper. Now I've already gone through and done this for this assignment. So for instance, this first one I've just indicated that they missed a comma. To insert a comment, I simply go over to the left and select whichever of these applies. For additional options, if you come up here to the Change Quick Mark Set, you'll notice that there's also options for composition, composition marks, format, punctuation, and usage. So review all of those just to make sure that you're using the best identifier of what needs to be corrected for the student. So let's just take, for instance, commonly used and missing comma. Now with your mouse, left click and hold and drag it into the paper where the correction needs to be made. When you let go of the left mouse button, you'll notice that the standard message pulls up. You can also add to this by selecting Edit, and this is where you add additional comments, and then you can push Save, and it'll save that comment with the correction. If for some reason, as I did here, I created a comment that I don't want to include in the paper, I simply go up to the top right hand corner where it shows a trash can, and this will delete the comment from the paper. So you can go through the paper, add as many comments as you would like, as you need to. Once you've done that and you're ready to grade the paper, up in the top right hand corner you'll see a value that says Edit Grade for this paper. You enter a value, and this value will be posted on the document when the student goes through to see the graded copy. Once you've finished grading the assignment here in the top right hand corner, the next step is to download a PDF of this document onto your desktop, which you will then post as an attachment in the assignment for the student. So down in the bottom left it says Print or Download, so left click, and you want the current view for printing. What this will do is it will download a PDF of your corrected document into a folder that you select. Now once you've done that and downloaded the document somewhere on your computer or folder, what you want to do is close out of Turnitin, and here under Attachments you're going to want to choose that file and attach it here. I've already attached it. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me show you what the corrected version of the servant leadership paper looks like. So this is a graded copy of her paper, and you'll notice that this title page has been generated by the Turnitin software, and then you'll begin to see the first page of her paper and so on. Now as you look through her paper, you'll notice that those call boxes that I created are all listed in the paper, and if you go to the very last page of the document, you'll see that the final grade is posted on this document, as well as it lists all the comments that I created within the paper. So this is the document that's been graded, and now I've attached it, and now I'm attaching it to this particular assignment so that when a student sees their grade, they also see the attached corrected document. After you've attached it, you want to submit the feedback, and that will do two things. One, it will update your records in Advanced 360, and it will also notify the student that the assignment has been graded and that they can go and review the assignment.